far as a regular man goes, because Goku's obsessed with fighting and he's kind of an idiot. So I think if you remember how Goku really is and the things he's obsessed with, yes, he might be a bad husband, but really, who wouldn't want to be married to him? Like, that's one of those things where, like, you know, who wouldn't want to be married to this guy? But and he might be a bad husband, but I mean, damn, at least you know that you're safe. Except, of course, if some random green guy shows up and takes your body. But I hope that never happens to me, Amber.
Yeah, you'd be pretty fucked.
I know a bunch of folks that want my body, so and I got the text to prove it. Anyways, everybody.
I swear I'm not on that list, guys. I swear to God.
No, you're right. You've never sent me a text of that. But all right, everybody, check out Amber's Playhouse. Anime, manga. Oh, not manga. Well, sometimes anime, movies, and video games, and vlogs, and all kinds of whatever the hell. You pretty much upload whatever the hell you want, pretty much.
Yeah, unboxings, reviews. I've started doing like mini reviews.
There's always surprises over there on Amber's Playhouse.
Just whatever comes to mind. Just whatever flows is what I upload. Ooh, that kind of rhymed.
That did rhyme, yes. Go check her out, guys. And, of course, I'm going to have a poll here in the video and the annotations. Not the cards. I'm going to have a poll in the cards here so you guys can vote. Is Goku a bad husband, yes or no? Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
And carrots and maybe rice. This is not bad. This is actually pretty good. Oh.
The consistency is like you ate SpaghettiOs and then either threw them up or pooped them out.
Tomato sauce? Ooh, maybe even a little basil. Or rosemary? I don't know.
It just tastes like blob, like mush.
To the creators of Mighty Number 9. Your game was neither mighty nor ninth on anybody's list. Thank you for making the entire concept of kickstarting a game a actual fucking joke. For my Christmas wish, could you please go fuck yourselves? Sincerely, Francis. Dear Sean Murray, I was going to write and ask for a refund for your game No Man's Sky for Christmas, but Steam did that already. Unfortunately, my sister gifted me this copy of the PlayStation 4 version of the game, which is non-refundable. For Christmas, could you do me a favor? Could you try to fit it sideways up your ass? Sincerely, Francis. Dear Mountain Dew, I just wanted to let you guys know I still enjoy the delicious taste of a cold, refreshing Mountain Dew while I play video games. I was just wondering, could you guys help me pay for my insulin? Sincerely, Francis. Dear Nintendo, what a wonderful year you guys had with a lot of great products and great games. And I am patiently awaiting the Switch when it's released in 2017. For my Christmas wish, could you guys start printing more than 4 copies of things so that I have a chance to buy one off of someone who isn't a goddamn reseller? Sincerely, Francis. Dear Ghostbusters Reboot Team, could you not? Seriously, could you just not? Sincerely, Francis. Dear YouTube, I was going to write in and ask for my Christmas wish of being in the YouTube Rewind in 2017. Instead, though, do you think maybe we could rewind the algorithm and the website to sometime back in 2013 when the website still fucking worked?
Bones for the mind.
Sincerely.
turning it on. I just got home. It's on. Why? I'm coming. What? Where's Sammy? Hi, baby.
Look at this. Don't film the dog. Film me. Look at this. Look at what I did.
Oh, you made a mess.
It's not a mess. This is a Christmas surprise. It's part of your gift. This is a Christmas miracle. Look at that. Look at what I did. How crazy is this? Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made like 8 of these.
How much did you spend on all of this?
What else? 25, there's like 30 total. It's like 25. I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
100
Francis, you still owe me money.
I know, that's why I did this. I'm paying you back. This is me paying you back. You said I never buy you dinner or nothing? Here you go. I'm paying you back for the money.
No, I need it back in cash, Francis. That money's for Christmas presents.
This is Christmas presents. This is my Christmas presents for me to you. Look at this.
So what is it? Is it the money you owe me or is it my Christmas present?
Why are you so bent out of shape about money? Okay, ever since you started dating David, it's all your money, money, money. Dude, look at this. Can we talk about this for a minute? Look, I made one for each member of the family, okay? Like, okay, right here, this one is not the prettiest one.
Okay.
But so I'm gonna live in this one. This would be for me. Okay. And this one I made for you. This is your favorite colors. You like red, you like pink, purple and stuff. And this was for you. This will be for you.
Oh, okay.
And then this one is for Sammy. Because Sammy is so colorful and he's so pretty and everything. And so that's for him. There you go, whole family.
What about David?
What about David, your fucking boyfriend? David! I don't give a shit about David. He's not part of the family.
He is part of the family. You're sitting in his house right now.
He's not. Oh my God, I'm sitting in his house. Fine, he can have a house. He could live. Okay, originally I had these for the YouTubers to watch the videos you put up on YouTube. He can stay in one of these. He can stay in this one because I fucked this one up. Because I was trying to hear. I'll put a finishing touch on it there. That's for David.
No.
David
Francis,
lives there.
he should have a big house. He should have a real house. Sammy can just live with you in your house.
God damn it, fine. I didn't know you were going to be so particular. Okay, fine. David can have this one. This one's for David. And I want to live, because that was the ugly one. I will live with Sammy in his pretty house, okay? Besides, it's the tallest one. Okay, so Sammy will live upstairs. I live downstairs.
What's this?
Okay? Well, okay, this was going to be a train. Right? And I got the last two pieces, the caboose, and there's the back car, but then I broke the engine. So I just been eating this one. It'll put good. That's right. When we made, you remember when we made one of these 30 years ago? And one of the most viral videos we ever made. Okay? And you said that I cannot do one of these without eating it first, right? Well, fuck you. Look at that. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7 without eating it. It turns out all I did was the backup to eat. Okay? And so here we are. There you go. All right? You ready? You ready to eat now, or you want to wait for David when he
You're
comes
not
home?
supposed to eat those, Francis. They're decorations.
They're gingerbread. I've been eating one all day. Okay? You're not supposed
That
to eat them.
candy's
They're
probably all
gingerbread.
old and stale. It's been on the shelf for months.
They taste pretty good to me, honestly.
I'm not eating that. You shouldn't be eating that either.
Why wouldn't you eat it? It's dessert. It's Christmas dessert.
Because you're diabetic. You're not supposed to be eating that. You're not going to eat that.
Oh my God, again with that. That's why you got me insulin. That's why you got me insulin, so I can eat stuff like this for Christmas.
That is not why you have insulin.
Christmas. What?
Francis, no, you're not eating that, and you still owe me the money. You still owe me that
I'm
money.
eating them.
No, Francis.
Why steal your money? I spent like $120. You know why would I still owe you money?
You still owe me money because you owed me money. This was not part of the deal.
No,
I need it back in cash. This is cute and everything.
It's part of the fucking deal. No.
You still owe me.
I did this for us. I did this for me and you. I did this because I want to be a fucking family again. And all you ever do is spend all your fucking time with David.
We are a family, but I'm not eating that. Neither are you.
No, you're not fucking eating this?
No.
Oh, you don't want this? This is not what this. You want even not $20 off the debt for the house I made you? Is that what you're? Fine.
Francis.
There, fine.
Oh
what
my
about
God.
David? You think David's gonna want his gun? Now he doesn't get shit. He doesn't get it.
Oh my God.
How about that? And this one, I'm keeping, and me and Sam are gonna eat.
No,
okay?
You're not eating that, and you're definitely not giving it to God. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Give it to me.
Look what you fucking did.
I didn't do that.
Look what you fucking
did. That.
You almost ruined it. You almost fucking ruined this. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? What, are you crazy?
You ruined all the other ones.
Are you fucking crazy? Get the fuck out of my house. Get out. Get out of my house. I'm eating this.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Terry, come on.
You're not feeding that to the dog.
Come on, speak, Terry, here, eat.
Oh my God.
What?
is mine.
Double kill. Killing spree.
Together we are strong.
Hey guys, this is Magic here, and sorry about the heater noises in the background. It's like -10 here. Oh, and apparently my apartment is insulated by nothing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas outside, and Santa dropped off a planeswalker. Unfortunately, he screwed up my order and printed it in, I'm gonna say Chinese. I have no idea. Luckily, somebody translated it for us. So, no surprise, Chinese Tezzeret here is black and blue with 2 generic, which is pretty easy to cast. Costing 4 is very reasonable too. He comes out with 5 loyalty and has a -7 ultimate, so that's never a good sign. He's either going to be turbo powerful or he's going to be just like a super weak utility planeswalker. You know, basically a glorified like trading post artifact where it does a couple things. They're all kind of useful, but none are devastating, and they just decided to slap the word planeswalker on it. And that's what it is this time around, because he has a +1 that says create a colorless artifact token named Ethereum Stone, which has tap, sacrifice this, and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So basically he creates a non-attacking Scion. Wow, how exciting. I mean, it's blue-black mana ramp, so that's actually pretty cool. A lot of the really hyper-powerful spells in blue and black cost 6 and up. I would love to see him, you know, be able to do like a Mind's Dilation deck, but unfortunately he's kind of stuck in Artifact Land because of the rest of the abilities. Now his -2 is interesting. You can use it twice, which is pretty nice. It's basically that crappy Eldrazi spell, Spatial Contortion. It states -2, target creature gets +X attack -X toughness until the end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. So if it was used to boost your own creature, that's cool because you can turn it into like, what is that, Aetherling or whatever? You know, get that 8-1 going. Unfortunately, you can't use this in the middle of combat. I mean, he's just terrible. This Tezzeret is pathetic. He is honestly weaker than the Master of Metal version from the Planeswalker deck, which is kind of a pattern in Aether Revolt so far. Now, the good part of this ability is it's basically creature removal. I mean, you'd almost never be able to target your own creature because how often can you truly consistently control how many artifacts you have on the field? So you could pretty much just like -5 somebody, get him out of the way, and then keep going. And you don't really need to ult him, and you don't really need to use the +1 either necessarily. So using the -2 twice in a row is his strongest point. I mean, yeah, it's not like blue and black don't have removal, but it's just nice to have it without having to burn a spell. The only problem is it does quite literally nothing if you don't own an artifact. If you own just one artifact and you want to use it as an ambush, like I said, can't use it in the middle of combat, so it's still not great. It's nice, but it's not great. Now you're probably wondering what his -7 does, unless you speak whatever that is. I'm actually leaning towards Japanese now. It really does look Japanese. I know it's not Korean, because I'm pretty sure Korean uses circles everywhere. So you pay 7 and get an emblem with, at the beginning of your combat phase, target artifact you control becomes a 5/5 artifact creature. So if it's already a Gear Hulk, you get absolutely no benefit, pretty much. But if you've got, you know, a servo, a clue, whatever, you can turn it into a 5/5. So it's a free end soul artifact every single combat. That's not bad if you've got a whole bunch of like passive stuff. Like if you start just like chucking robots at people, just chucking the kitchen sink. Like you pick up your Panharmonicon and throw it at the opponent. Which actually, it's basically a giant jukebox, so you know, that'll do some damage. I mean, it's like getting hit by a piano. What's really strange is it does statically set the power and toughness, but it doesn't say that they lose all abilities. So if you had a 1/1 creature with Death Touch, that's also an artifact, you could turn it into a 5/5 and it would still maintain Death Touch. No, actually, I'm leaning more towards being Chinese now. I have an idea, though. This is absolutely brilliant. Maybe Wizards should release spoilers in every language. You know, like, if they're gonna release one to America, make it in English. Then when they release it in another country, make it in their language, but then also release all the other languages. Like, if this is being printed in, I don't know, 8 languages, release it in all 8 languages. I mean, if you think about it, it's just offensive and stupid to not release them in every language, because then everybody has to wait for somebody to translate it. Oh, this translation wasn't even accurate, so if you're looking for, like, a literal judge-level reading of it, sorry, that's not it. Thanks, Wizards, you're just so damn helpful. So this version Tezzeret pretty much sucks. He's a repetitive creature removal on a stick. Other than that, not very useful. I mean, the mana ramp, okay, it's one of the few ways to ramp mana, and 3 turns later you could get off a really expensive spell early, but keep in mind that he himself costs 4. So you can get from 4 to 7 in a pretty big hurry, but I wouldn't rely on that. I mean, it's, you know, if they start swinging at him, you're probably in trouble. Also, you have to have artifacts in your deck, so this is really specific. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes into a certain deck, but he's pretty weak. That's fine with me because I am so sick of overpowered planeswalkers. This is actually a perfect example of a well-designed planeswalker. He just does some things that are useful and doesn't ruin the game. Simple as that. He might even take the pressure off your life total for a turn or 2. That's what every planeswalker should do unless they cost like 7. Oh, by the way, I feel like I should mention at this point, remember when I said way back in the day when we first saw just a little bit about Kaladesh that it was like artifact oriented, and I said, oh boy, artifacts. They are going to do something that creates a broken deck that uses clues. Whenever it comes to, you know, artifact affinity, that kind of stupid, you know, metalcraft, anything like that, they tend to ignore the other sets. They only test it in the block it's legal in, and then they test it a little bit outside so it doesn't completely break standard, but that's where they usually make the mistakes. They honestly focus more on draft. I mean, if you've ever heard what they said about how they design stuff. So he could just blow away the biggest creature on the planet if you drop out like 15 clues, which if you remember how things were before Kaladesh, yeah, 15 clues is a small amount. Now if you recall, there's another hyper-powerful spell, also matching colors. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's Tezzeret on the artwork. Can't get much more telling than that, guys. I think they want you to build this deck. It's basically a 1-cost black sorcery. Target creature gets -X until end of turn. You gain X life. So it's another version of, well, Deathwind, I'd say, but better. You know, the whole drain away thing is meant to kill indestructible creatures. So that's absolutely fantastic. But the other thing is, improvise is the mechanic that we know about. It's basically convoke for artifacts, except they don't have to be creatures. Now, convoke was pretty powerful. People didn't make like really good use of it, but it was, you know, it was powerful when people used it. It would let you get out like a hugely expensive spell for not much by basically skipping your attack phase by taking all of your creatures and just tapping them and using them like their lands. I loved Convoke. It was one of my absolute favorite mechanics. You just stall with stupid little blockers and then you tap everything and bring out something monstrous. It was very Yu-Gi-Oh, but in a good way. Actually, a bird would be more Yu-Gi-Oh, but whatever. So if there's a whole bunch of black and blue cards that use Improvise, oh boy. I'm gonna call it right now. People are gonna do mad clue drops into, like, I'll just call it Affinity because that's what it is. You know, which is basically Improvise, and then into all these, oh, for every artifact blah, which is on multiple cards. I think that's going to be huge. And then you throw in something like, you know, Servo Generation on top of Clue Generation for just the fastest, highest amount possible, plus a little bit of, you know, creatures. Maybe like a Chief of the Foundry, and I think you might have something. This is all speculation at this point, because we know, like, what, 12 cards from Aether Revolt or something? But it's possible that it'll be a deck. I'm excited to build something like that because, you know, black, blue control removal, that's my jam. By the way, so that you don't have to look it up, the actually good Tezzeret, which, by the way, the first Tezzeret could be used to ramp up and summon the second Tezzeret. That's funny to me. You'd have basically the legendary rule, but who cares? The second one is better. His -3 is target opponent loses life equal to the number of artifacts you control. At this point, with the deck I'm planning, that will win the game instantly. You'll just obliterate the rest of their life total. Like, it would be 10 to 15 to even 20. Clue drops with servo drops, I mean, you're good. Even add Thopter drops, and yeah, you're definitely going to kill them. In fact, throw in frickin' black-blue Eldrazi Scion generation, you got the ramp. I mean, there's your deck. There's also artifacts that fix colors and ramp mana, so this really could get going. It sounds slow and it would lose to the top 3 decks right now, but I still think it'll be, you know, a thing. Oh, and that's the thing to remember about 8th Revolt. Everybody's saying, oh, Standard is coming to a close, the big cycle is coming. Well, first of all, nothing is cycling out. And secondly, this is the second block, or the second set in a block, and it's 184 cards, and it's always going to act really supplemental. It complements the cards already in Kaladesh, so all it's going to do is probably make the top 3 decks stronger and create absolutely nothing new. If anything, with 184 cards, I mean, there's not much to work with. Maybe 1 or 2 new top decks will come out, that's it. Otherwise, nothing's going to change, simply because nothing can beat the top decks in Standard right now. And that's a shame, because I was looking for things to change, but at my LGS, pretty much nobody's playing the top decks. They're playing very good decks, but not the top decks. So I always appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to building some, you know, good, solid decks that are definitely second rate, but definitely can win. Otherwise, what the hell? I'll keep bringing Gravity Bomb and keep winning with it, because honestly, that deck is unstoppable. Oh, also, by the way, a little quick note, I play tested my Combat Specialist deck. I did it during the Packer game and then at another time versus just everything. People were throwing the kitchen sink at me. They were throwing the Panharmonicon at me. I lost 4 matches and won about 15. So I think that's good enough to bring to FNM. I think it'll win. Oh, I also made some tweaks, so you might want to follow me on Twitter if you want the deck list updates. So what do you guys think of the new Tezzeret? What do you like about his design? Hell, what do you like about his artwork? I think it's cool. He looks cool as hell. It's like Jamaican cyborg, like future time traveler looking Mad Max. I mean, there's a lot going on there. Kind of looks like a wizard, kind of looks like a barbarian. So Tezzeret's a barbarian, wizard, time traveling, Jamaican, whatever else I said. For all I know, that's what it says on the card. I don't speak whatever that is. So you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next video.